Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is the Asos Beauty Advent Calendar for 2021. So the calendar is currently on sale for £75 and that includes free UK delivery. I'll put a link underneath the video if you do want to pick it up, and I wouldn't wait around too long because these do tend to sell out. So for 2021, the contents, you are saving 74% on the RRP of the contents by buying this as a whole set rather than buying everything individually. Not that you do that, but you know what I mean. So this year they've gone a little bit different on the packaging. Last year, if you remember, and I'll put my video here if you've not seen it, it was an acrylic box with individual boxes in. This year it's a cardboard box with individual boxes in, and obviously I'll show you that in more detail in just a second. But the box itself comes in a black standard size kind of like A4 tote bag that says Face and Body Asos on it, and it says it on the front and the back. It's got these kind of cloth handles on. It's made out of like a canvas type material, and then it's got like this polyester scarf on the front that you're supposed to be able to tie in a bow, but it's damn near impossible. It's actually done so there's a cutout in the bag like this, and then the scarf itself actually threads through the bag. So actually, if you are using it as a bag, it does actually keep it all quite together and sort of safe and secure, and it does actually feel like quite a well-made bag. So when you open up the tote bag, this is what the calendar inside looks like, and then on the back it actually tells you everything that's inside, and it tells you the sizes and everything as well. Then when you actually open it up, inside the lid, and this is quite a thin cardboard, it just says Face and Body Asos, and then there is just a selection of individual boxes. So I'm going to pull them out one by one, and we're going to have a look at what's inside. And what I'm going to do this time is, as I'm going along, I'm going to group things into like skincare, makeup, hair care, body care, whatever it might be. So at the end we can kind of have a look at what we've got as the whole in terms of how many of this have we got and that have we got, because they're not always that good at giving us a nice mix of products. It depends on the box. So we'll see how we get along with this. So day number one, and it's in a little box like this. So they're just a thin cardboard box, you can obviously just recycle them. You could in theory use them again, but they're not super easy to reuse. So the first thing is actually a full-size product, and it's this by Origins, and this is the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask with avocado and glacier water. 75ml, and this on its own is worth £25. So that's pretty good. Origins is a pretty good brand. I've used this before, and it is one of those that really delivers the moisture. So when your skin is just like, please hydrate me, this actually works. So, and a full size as well, it's a pretty good start. Door number two, I'm saying door, it's more like box number two. So this is another full size product. It's by Dr. Pawpaw, and it's the multi-purpose soothing balm with natural pawpaw for lips, cheeks and cosmetic finishing with a hint of tint, and it's fragrance free. So last year I believe we got the red version of this in the Asos calendar. This year we've got this kind of mocha, they're calling it. So it's like a brownish kind of natural type shade. It's 25ml and it's worth £6.95. So it does do a good job of moisturising. It is a multi-purpose balm. You could keep it with you on the go, add a little bit of hint of a colour to your face or your eyes or your lips. But it is like the texture of like Vaseline, so it might not suit everybody, and not everybody wants to put that on the face, do they? It's not really something I kind of grab for, but I know a lot of people do love this brand and love these products. You do sometimes see them in like beauty boxes and things as well. And then for number three, and it's like a kind of flatter box. I'm just literally like pulling these boxes out and they're going everywhere. Okay, so we've actually got a product by a brand called Beauty Works, which I'm not familiar with. Beauty Works Professional. So this is the daily treatment, and it's the Argan Serum 30ml, 100% vegan, free of paraben and SLS. A rejuvenating treatment formulated with a blend of the finest argan oils to deeply nourish hair and repair split ends. So this you apply to clean, towel-dried hair before styling, or you can use it as like a finishing product. Not something I'm super happy to see personally. I've got a lot of these products. It's just not something I see myself reaching for. I also don't really care for this packaging. I don't know. I prefer it was in like a little glass bottle or something, but that's just me. So this is like a travel size and it's worth £3.95. So that's our first hair care product. But what I do like, it comes with a little brush like this. So it's like a little plastic kind of wide tooth comb. I do like a little comb. So I think that's cute. So I'm not sure how much this is worth because I couldn't find an individual price on this, but the oil is worth £3.95. And I do think together it's a nice little combo rather than just giving you the actual hair oil. So we're 3 days in and you can see already, unless you put the boxes exactly back where they came from, it's all a little bit chaotic in there. So not the easiest to reuse. Number 4, and we've got a little box like this. And this is a travel size, but super teeny tiny. And this is the Egyptian Magic All-Purpose Skin Cream. So you can actually buy it in this size. 7.5 mils and is worth £4.25. Doesn't have a scent. It's actually a kind of thick, again, almost like a Vaseline type product in terms of texture. But people rave about this stuff. So it's supposed to be obviously multi-purpose, and I actually think 7.5 mils, although it doesn't sound like a lot, because it's the kind of product that you use if you've got like chapped lips or little bits of dry skin, like you've been blowing your nose a lot and you've got little dry bits on your nose you need to sort out, or cuticles, or whatever you use a multi-purpose balm for. It's not a bad size actually to use and to take with you if you do kind of need that little bit of an extra bit of moisture, which of course in December, sadly in the UK it's freezing, you may well need something like this. So I'm actually quite happy it's in here, and I do like the tiny size because I think it's super portable for just like throwing in your handbag, and like I forgot my lip balm today, or I need a little bit of extra moisture. And I've heard a lot about it, so I'm excited to try it. It's 100% natural and it contains honey and olive oil to hydrate and nourish lips, face and body. Box number 5 looks like this. And this is the Urban Decay Face Primer Long Wear Foundation. Grip, preps, smooths, protects. So this is a sample size and based on a full size. It's worth around about £4.82. If you're not familiar with my reveal videos, I spend a lot of time actually working out the individual value of each individual product, because that's just me and how I like to see if things are worth the money. So yeah, expect me to kind of give you that as we go along. Let's hope you find it useful. But yeah, it is super cute. I'm not a big primer girl. I don't tend to wear foundation too often. I'm not wearing any foundation at the minute. I just more of like a CC cream, bit of concealer and that'll do kind of thing. But it is in this super cute little tube. But yeah, 5 mils, I think you'd probably get a good few uses out of it. And if it does help foundation stay on longer, then it might just be exactly what you're looking for. Then we've got box number 6. And again, they've gone with different like funky packaging and stuff like that. And this is another skincare item. It's by Clinique, and it's Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm in a 15 ml size. This is another that's a sample size. It's worth around about £3.24 based on a full size. Now, it's actually a really good product. Even if you haven't used a lot of Clinique products, this is probably one you're more likely to have tried. So it comes in a super cute little purple pot, and it's like a solid balm. But essentially, it's a cleansing balm. It's nothing super exciting, but it's actually really good. So it's super gentle, and it's just like all the other fabulous cleansing balms you can get, but it's unscented, so it isn't going to irritate your eyes. It's not like fragrance or anything in there, so it just does an excellent job of taking off your makeup and kind of cleansing your skin. So it's a really good product to have. I'm actually excited to try this again because I used to use it all the time, and I probably haven't used it for about 10 years. So I'm dying to see if it stacks up as well against my other kind of well-loved cleansing balms and stuff. You know, I'm a cleanser junkie. So far we're 6 days in, and 4 of the items are skincare, which is quite common with a lot of beauty calendars, but we'll see how we get on. Box number 7. Everything's like rattling around in here. I like the different sizes of the boxes and you just don't know what's coming next. Ooh, so this is a good one. So we're back to Haircare. This is Olaplex, and it's Olaplex's arguably most famous, most fantastic product. It's number 3. So this is the one that just repairs hair. It's better than pretty much any kind of deep conditioning moisturizing treatment for your hair. It just works. So this, you basically wet your hair, you then apply this, you leave it for at least 10 minutes, but you can leave it overnight. The longer you do, the better, and then you wash it off as usual, you know, wash your hair, etc. But it just actually has something in it that rebuilds the bonds in your hair. It's one of the few products that can actually do that and does what it says it does. A full size would be like 100ml and £26. This is actually a 30ml size, so it's not a bad one. You'll get quite a few uses out of it depending on how thick your hair is, how much hair you've got, all that kind of stuff. But it's something I always have in the cupboard, and I tend to do at least once a week because my hair just feels like it needs a little bit of an extra boost. It's just fab. It's one that I recommend to people as well. If you've not tried it, you've got to try it and just like see how you get on with it. If your hair isn't damaged, then you're probably not going to notice much difference, but I imagine most people have got damaged hair. Do most of us not either dye hair or use hair dryers or do something that hair doesn't like? So yeah, it's just fab. So this is actually a sample size. It's worth £7.80. Now you can get a little kit from Olaplex which has like 2 products in, and one of them is this in this size, but I'm not counting it as travel because you can't buy it individually in this size. So it's up to you what you think it is, but it's not a bad size to be getting on with. Number 8, and we've got quite a big box. So this is quite a large product, a full size, and this is by Revolution Skincare, which I've not really used any of their skincare before. I think they're usually kind of makeup-y, and I haven't really used much of the makeup either. But this is the Glycolic Polisher. Gently exfoliates to reveal a brighter, fresher complexion. It's 100ml or 3.38 fluid ounces, and it says it's a face scrub. You apply it to dry skin, add a little water and massage in circular motions, rinse thoroughly with warm water, use 2 to 3 times a week for best results. So it's a glycolic scrub by the sounds of it. And this full size is worth £10. Number 9, and a little box. Another skincare, but another really well-known product. So this is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex. Probably the product they're most famous for. It's in a 7ml travel size or 0.23 fluid ounces. You can actually buy it in this travel size for £10, which sounds crazy for such a teeny tiny product. But this is another one that people just swear by, and another one that I haven't used for a really long time. So I've never used this, which is like their newer kind of formulation. It doesn't really have a scent to it. It's just like in a super simple bottle like that, which I always think it's not that easy to get product out of these. You have to kind of whack it, and particularly when you get down the bottle. But it's just a fantastic night treatment. It just seems to work. I don't find it as kind of obviously effective as retinol, but you don't get the kind of redness and the sort of difficult stages you can get with powerful retinol. This is a nice one to alternate, or if your skin is just not used to retinol, this is a nice place to start. So particularly for those of us like me getting older, it's nice to have a product like this, because usually this just kind of kickstarts everything, and some people just swear by it. Number 10, and we're back to a kind of bigger box and another full size. So this is by The Ordinary, and it's, like I said, a full size. It's 30ml or 1 US fluid ounce, 100% plant derived squalane. Now if you've not used any of The Ordinary products, they're just, I guess they come across as super basic because they tend to be a 1 ingredient product, but they're actually really good quality. So squalane oil is just a really good hydrator. So it comes in a little dropper bottle like this, and it's glass, and it's dark tinted just to kind of protect it from like light and the sun and stuff. But essentially this can be used on pretty much anything. You can use it on really young children and babies. Obviously check with your doctor first, etc. But it's just a super gentle, light hydrator. There's just not much more I can say about it. It's kind of like an oil slash almost like a hyaluronic acid, somewhere in between the two, but it just really works. This was actually recommended to me for putting on eczema, just to give it that little bit of an extra boost and hydration, and it just really seems to work. And if you've got sunburn, dry skin, or you just need a bit of an extra oomph of hydration in your skincare routine, this will do it. And it's pretty affordable as well, but still really lovely to find in here. And it's something, again, I haven't used for a long time, and I'm looking forward to trying out again. And this retails at £5.50. And I love that it comes still in the box, because sometimes when you get it in these advent calendars, sometimes they don't come in the box, they just come loose for whatever reason. So I just think it's nice if it comes packaged exactly as it would if you bought it kind of independently. Number 11, and this is something super, super light. Ah, I see why now. So we've got some lashes. So these are by Prima Lash. They're the Dainty Wispy Lash. and these are D60. So there's a few different ones on the website, but these are the D60 ones, and that is what they look like. They look super kind of pow. So I've never used any lashes by this brand. I'm not really one that goes in for false eyelashes that much. I find them really difficult to apply no matter how good they say they are. I prefer them to be applied to me. Plus I don't really go out. So yeah, not something I've been reaching for, but hopefully this year, going towards the end of the year, we should be able to go out on like Christmas parties and stuff, fingers crossed. And they're worth £7. Box number 12. It's another skincare item, and this is by Caudalie, and it's the Vino Perfect Radiance Serum in a 10ml or 0.3 fluid ounces. I've used this before. It's a super lightweight white serum. It kind of goes on the skin white, but then like settles in. So obviously like nothing, it's undetectable. But it does just give that your skin that little bit of an extra glow. And 10ml is a sample size, but it's a third of a full size. A full size would be 30ml. So it's quite a lot in there really, and you get quite a lot of products, so it's enough. You don't need a lot, a few drops, and it will last a while, so it'll give you time to kind of get used to it and just see if it's one that you want to kind of continue with. Based on the full size, this one is worth £15.33, so another really good value. So we've pretty much done that top layer. We've done the first 12, and then it kind of has this on top, which is 18, and everything else kind of slotted around it. Number 13. So this is a Geisha Gua Sha. I'm probably mispronouncing it, apologies, but it is a hand tool thing for sculpting. I really need to know how to use these. But it's by Psychic Sisters. It's actually a full size and worth £24.99. I would like to have seen it in a box or a little pouch or something, just to kind of keep it kind of clean and together. Because the only thing with this is, because it's, I'm sure they are actually made out of jade, they're quite fragile. If you drop this on your sink, your sink's usually ceramic, it will usually snap. So it's one of those you've got to be really careful with. Easy to clean and stuff as well though, and it does feel super cold, and it's nice and luxurious to use. I just wish they'd included a little pouch, you know? Then number 14, and this is super light, and it's like a thin one. So this is another makeup product, and this is by Sleek Makeup, and it's the Life Proof 12-hour Wear Kohl Eyeliner. It's 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces. It's a full size in the shade Blackmail, which is unsurprisingly black, and it's worth £4.99. So it's a kohl eyeliner, whereas I tend to go more for a waterproof kind of liquid liner because I find they last longer, but this one is saying 12-hour wear, so it suggests that it should dry down and leave you that super black line. So we'll see how we get on with that. So black eyeliner, not the most sort of exciting or inventive product, but I guess it will suit most people rather than going for like a colour that not everybody likes. Number 15. So this is a hair care product. It's by We Are Paradox, and we're seeing quite a lot of We Are Paradox products in the advent calendars this year. It's not a hair care brand I've ever used or heard of before, but this year it seems to be everywhere. I found something by that brand in the Feel Unique advent calendar as well, and this is the Repair 3-in-1 conditioner. I think it was like a hair treatment in the other advent calendar, so different products at least. But this is a 30ml travel size, and it says for silk-like softness. But it's in a nice little kind of metal tube. But interesting, it says 3-in-1 conditioner. Okay, so I get what the 3 is now. So you can use it as a standard conditioner on wet hair after you've shampooed your hair, or you can use it on towel dried hair as a leave-in conditioner, or on dry hair as a styling balm. There's your 3-in-1. Number 16, and it's quite a big box. So this is a full size by This Works. This is another one that shows up in a lot of calendars, this exact product. And this is the Deep Sleep Body Cocoon, a multitasking beauty sleep saviour for better nights and brighter mornings. It's in that 100ml full size. It's worth £24.99, and that's 3.3 US fluid ounces. So it's a white, kind of between a lotion and a cream. I'd say it's not super thick, but it is more substantial than a lotion. It smells kind of lavendery. If you've ever smelt the Deep Sleep collection by This Works, you'll know the scent. It is really lovely just for applying at night before going to sleep. I'm just like, we get it a lot in advent calendars, but if you haven't tried it before, it is a really lovely product. So now I can start a little collection of body items, because we've had a lot of skincare, we've had hair care, we've had makeup, and now we're going into kind of body care. Then number 17, another lightweight box, and this is hair care. So this is actually a scrunchie by Invisibobble, and it's the You Dazzle Me scrunchie. So these are the traditional Invisibobbles, which are like the spiral, clear, plastic, kind of spirally scrunchies, but they've actually now covered it with kind of scrunchie material to make it into a scrunchie. Crikey, this takes me back. Which reminds me of being like a teenager. So it's actually got a really funny feel to it. It almost feels like a Brillo pad, you know, what you kind of wash pans with and stuff, which is a bit weird. But you can see it's like sparkly and stuff, and it's got a little label on there that says Invisibobble. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's one I would reach for, just because that kind of feel of it's putting me off, but it just looks really quite 90s, 2000s maybe to me. But this is actually a full size and is worth £7.99, so it's quite a pricey little scrunchie. Number 18, which is really, really thin and really flat. And this is a face mask, which I was kind of expecting from the design of the box. So this is by Dr. Jart, and it's a soothing hydra solution. It's a 25-gram sheet mask. It contains Aquasil and quick soothing complex, and it infuses the skin with soothing moisture and conditions your skin. It's also a single-use mask. Dr. Jart make really great skincare products and really great masks. It's a Korean brand if you're not familiar with it, but this just gives your skin that one-off super boost of moisture. Kind of like the mask we got in the first day, but this one is in a sheet mask form. Really nice if you pop it in the fridge as well. And of course, because it's got lots of serum and things in that sachet, you're going to want to save what's left and just like pat it all in afterwards and just give your skin that extra little bit of oomph. Number 19, and this is, again, I say it's rattling around. They're all rattling around. They've all got something in, you hope. So this is another makeup product. This one is by Ciate London. A little bit of a different colour to the black. So this one is the Definer Liner, and it's in the shade Starburst, which is described as like a champagne gold. So it's actually a full size and it's worth £15. This looks like the one, you can actually wear it with your black liner like underneath your eyes, because it looks like it would brighten them up a little bit and give them a little bit of oomph. Or you could just obviously wear it on your eyes, because it's December now, we're getting to the end of December, it's Christmas party season, so we might well be putting that little bit of glitter on and, you know, sparking ourselves up for the dance floor. So yeah, another makeup item. Then number 20, and this is a big heavy box, the biggest box in here. Oh wow, so this is an Elmis product and it's full size, and I've really wanted to try it. So this is a soothing apricot toner, a calming facial toner. It's 200ml or 6.7 US fluid ounces. It resells at £25, and I like Elmis. Elmis do great products. It's nice to see a full size by them. You don't often see this one in advent calendars either. You might see Elmis products, but not this specific product. So it says, this calming facial toner effectively tones the skin without the use of alcohol. Good, because I don't like using alcohol on my skin. Formulated with apricot extract, sapronara leaf and sapiens. I have no idea what these things are. It helps to soothe and harmonise the skin, leaving a fresh and radiant complexion. So you can moisten a cotton wool pad and wipe it over your face, but you can obviously use it as a refreshing spritz as well, because it is in a little spritzy bottle. So it's got a really light, refreshing scent to it. I suppose it does smell of apricots, which I guess you'd expect, but sometimes they'll say apricot and it doesn't smell of apricot. It actually does smell of apricot. So I'm very happy with that. This is probably my favourite product in here. We're getting towards the end. Number 21, and a much smaller box. Oh, see, I've just said that that's my favourite. This is also a favourite. So this is by MAC. Now, we've had MAC lipsticks in advent calendars before, and they tend to go for like a red, which isn't everyone's favourite. Obviously, I'm wearing red, I quite like red, but I appreciate that everybody wants to. This is a much more wearable shade. This is Whirl, which is one of their top selling lipstick shades. So I'm quite impressed they've chosen to put it in here, because sometimes I feel like with advent calendars, it almost feels like brands are trying to get rid of colours or shades or products that they don't sell as well. Not always, but sometimes that's what I wonder. But this is just a super wearable shade. It's that everyday shade. It's just gorgeous. It's a full size. It's got that lovely kind of vanilla-y scent that you get from a lipstick by MAC. So this of course is 3 grams or 0.10 ounces and is worth £17.50. Another big box. This is number 22. So we've got 2 products again. I like that they're doing this, like giving us a little bit of something with something rather than just the one product. So this is by Mini Macaroon, and it's a nail and cuticle oil, hydrating and nourishing. It's in a 10ml or 0.33 fluid ounce size. This luxuriously rich oil provides ultra hydration for dry and rough cuticles and nails. It contains vitamin E and a blend of 6 nourishing plant oils with a gorgeous rose scent. Let me be the judge of that. So it almost looks like a nail varnish with the bottle, and it's actually got a brush on it. Again, just like nail varnish. I've never seen oil quite like this. Does it smell of rose? Very faint. It almost smells like nail varnish remover with a hint of rose. We'll see how it works though. And then it comes with this super cute little nail file that says hashtag the Mini Macaroon, which is a nice touch, and it's like glittery there on the other side. So I like the fact that these are a nice little combo. This is worth £13.99. Number 23. So this is our eyeshadow palette. So when I was doing the reveal video and I was trying to find details on this particular palette, it was nearly impossible. The only way I could find this, because they don't seem to sell these palettes individually, is they were in like a travel set that I think Boots did, where you got this and a mascara for £20. So I've decided it's worth around about £10. This is the iconic London eyeshadow palette, 4.19 grams. So you get 4 1.9 gram shades or 0.06 ounces, and it's in warm and blushing. So I don't know if it's like a new one that they've not yet released or what, but this one it looks like it's like a thick kind of cardboard sort of material. It has got a really crummy little mirror in the lid. It's got something stuck over so you can peel that off, but it doesn't scream luxurious palette, let's put it that way. I don't know what I'm expecting, but compared to others it's just not quite there. So we get 4 shades in here. So we've got Conquer, which is like this brownish colour, Rags to Riches, which is like an orangey kind of sparkle shade, Bellini, which looks quite kind of peachy, and then Wonderland, which also looks peachy but a bit more kind of sparkly. So it's not like boxed or anything, it's just like magnetic clicks together. But yeah, so that's your palette in here. And then finally, number 24, Christmas Eve. So it is a 24-day calendar. We don't get anything on Christmas Day, but let's have a look what this is, and then we can do a recap of the contents. So this is Charlotte Tilbury, and it's Charlotte's Magic Cream Instant Turnaround Moisturiser in a 7ml size, which is the one that looks like this. So I've used Charlotte's Magic Cream before. Personally, lovely as it is, it's a little thick and heavy, and I prefer Magic Cream Light, but it is a nice one to have in here, particularly for winter. You could definitely wear it as like a night cream if you don't want to wear it during the day. Most people adore this, so I'm sure you'll be pleased to have it in there. Personally, with it being a sample size, I would have put it slightly earlier in the calendar and had the last few days as full sizes. But that's just me. If I ever design an advent calendar, that's what I would do. So based on a full size, this sample size is worth £11.43. So the box is empty. I've opened all the boxes. So I'm going to give you a quick recap now on what types of products we've got in here, if we kind of group them together, and like where we think we've done well and maybe not so well. So as usual with advent calendars, we've got a lot of skincare. Quick recap. We've got a sheet mask. This is skincare. We've got the Gua Sha thing. We've got Take the Day Off makeup remover balm, cleansing balm. We've got the Soothing Apricot Toner full size from Elmis. We've got the Ordinary full size Squalane. We've got the 7ml Charlotte's Magic Cream. We've got the multi-purpose balm by Egyptian Magic. We've got the glycolic scrub thing from Revolution. We've got Dr. Pawpaw's Rich Mocha Balm, which you could kind of put with makeup, but it's more of a skincare-ish product. We've got the Origins full-size Drink Up Intensive Mask, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and we've got the Radiant Serum by Caudalie. So lots and lots of skincare, as to be expected from a beauty advent calendar. Not much in the way of body care, but then it's not everyone's favourite category, I guess, for beauty. We've got the full-size body cream by This Works, and then we've got the nail and cuticle oil, and we've got the nail file. Hair care wise, we've got the 3-in-1 conditioner, we've got a bobble, we've got a comb and hair oil, and then we've got the Olaplex treatment. The only thing I would say, we're kind of missing a shampoo in here. We've got conditioner, we've got treatments, we've got oils, we've got a bobble, we've got a comb. Where's our shampoo? And then finally, if you're here for the makeup, we've got lashes, a mini palette, a small makeup primer, 2 eyeliners, and the MAC lipstick. So here's everything out of the boxes. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments of this ASOS advent calendar. I do think it's great value for money, and there are a nice mix of products, but is it what you're after? Do let me know. If you do want to pick it up, I just wouldn't wait too long. It will sell out, particularly at that £75 price point. There's also a grooming calendar, which is a 12-day calendar for men. So as usual, I'll drop a link and all the information you need under the video if you do want to like rush out and buy any of them. But let me know, is this the calendar you're waiting for, or are there others? What would you like to see in an advent calendar that just isn't anywhere? Just let me know what you're thinking. So I'd love it if you give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. I've still got lots and lots of advent calendar reveals and unboxings to come. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.